Voters in Katy, Texas decide today on whether to pay for the most expensive high school football stadium ever built. Now, Manuel Bojorquez is in Katy, just west of Houston. Manuel, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie, Margaret, and Gail. Currently, this is the school district's only stadium. It's 34 years old and was built at a time when there were only 3 high schools here. Now 7 high schools must share it, and district officials say the time to build another one is now. When it's game day in Katy, the Tigers can roar with the best of them. But the defending state champs share their aging facility with 6 other football teams. School officials say the district has outgrown it. They want voters to approve the sale of bonds to kick off construction of this 14,000-seat stadium with the big league price tag of $69.5 million. Some hear the price tag and they think this luxurious kind of out-of-control stadium. That's not what this is?
That's not what we've designed, not at all.
What is what you've designed?
We told the architects that what we needed was a stadium that would pass. And so we needed to present to the community a reasonable, conservative construction.
Surprisingly, one of the plan's loudest critics is in the stands. Cindy Lawrence is a local Tea Party leader. Her son, a junior high school quarterback, could eventually play in the proposed stadium.
It comes out to be $5,000, almost $5,000 per seat at 14,000 seats. I think the taxpayers are starting to realize that it's way too much.
Don't you want him to play in a state-of-the-art grand stadium?
That's funny. He asked me the same thing. Mom, I want to play in a stadium, and I understand that. I do. But another thing they need to understand, too, is somebody's got to pay for the stadium. It just doesn't come out of thin air. Where do they get the money to pay for this stadium?
Supporters say the stadium's cost would not increase property taxes. But Lawrence worries it could eventually lead to a tax hike when the district needs money for new schools.
It's just like charging a credit card. Eventually, it'll be maxed out where they've got to change something.
Other Texas cities haven't shied away from big budget stadiums. 2 years ago, Allen, Texas built this, a $59 million, 18,000-seat stadium for the Allen Eagles. It has a state-of-the-art scoreboard, 42 concession stands, and 192 public toilets. Katy officials insist they're not trying to compete.
Allen decided for their district that they would build a stadium for 1 high school. We're building a second stadium that will serve 7 high schools.
So this is the time to do it then?
Absolutely.
Now it's up to the voters in an election that both sides will watch as intensely as they watch every Tigers game.
People live and breathe high school football here.
If the measure passes today's election here, the new stadium could be up and running in time for the 2015 football season. Charlie, Margaret, and Gail?
All right. Thank you, Manuel. It'll be interesting to see what the voters decide. Indeed. Times have changed.
What the teachers would do with $69 million.
Yeah, to be continued for sure.